I love how you brought it out. Like, it was this strange top build on the Varus. I remember the Locket build for Varus as well, where I can't remember the one night I hope my wife is not watching is 113 bot side. There's
Why
not
did my
much you
phone
can do.
just vibrate?
Flash in, pulverize from Alvaro. It's a good engage actually, and match by Supa running in front. First blood is easily done, and a really good start for the 2v2.
Great start in the 2v2 on bottom side. Elyoya kind of already having his impact. Oh, as Jojo has to go forward, wants to make sure he can get the shield. The forefront when it comes to the dragons, but this is definitely a shift, and I think it makes a lot of sense for them given the composition that we have here. They've been much more focused on playing around, you know, these
turret. Quite safe indeed. He's got experimental hex plate, so he's an ulti bot. Like we said, we're going to expect interesting builds from this top laner as BDS definitely control the river, but Jojo controls the lane. Ulti out into Nuke. A shut back is really nice too, but Jojo doesn't continue any far forward. He's low on mana, and Nuke with a full bar looking to poke him out to make it an even health trade.
Yeah, Jojo wanted to try and trade his health bar for Nuke, so if Nuke TP's in, he's just not a factor. But now Supa going on towards Ice in the mid lane. Good trading from Ice, but Alvaro and Elyoya aren't there to follow up in Ice.
Barrage tags him, almost dies. There's a fight brewing in River as well. And with the root call, Parus goes nowhere. Alvaro unfortunately picks up the kill, but for KOI, it's one at the cost of Dragon.
Yeah, BDS just didn't need to take the fight. They could have just backed off there. They'd gotten the Dragon. Maybe a little unsure if they were able to leave Ice alone.
Well, the pressure continues in top. I mean, those mid laners are still fighting it out. And Jojo's TP, but with low health bar, low mana bar, he's just defending passively. While Nuke, also known as Unk, continues pushing in this wave. Arrow, good little dodge from Jojo, but it's into the seismic shove. He is your Unk. Solo kill for Nuke.
That's so hard for Jojopyun to play to get the push, but I actually thought the Movistar KOI were going to just trade for bot lane tower, but they're moving everyone up here to try and contest.
They haven't really willingly given up anything so far in this game, and again, they want to fight. That's what we know about the Fishes. All in, Supa just arcade shift in front of Ice. He gets auto down, flashes away, but there's no ulti for Alvaro. They're engaging with a cow without the horns. And again, that Pioneer is going to be taken down. BDS with the Herald and a good stake.
Yeah, Berlin and Melbourne, very close.
They sound so limited. They both do copy. One just slightly better than the other. I'll leave that up to interpretation as Stretchline starts off the fight. Alvaro, great engage though. Pulverize back as Ice is deflect, but he can't get through. There's a solid wall in the way, and Supa is firing away. Myrwn the same as his 80 carry comp at a great spot, and flies in as Jojo. 113 gets his ulti off, but Jojo's already done the damage. And yes, he'll burn down on the end, but KOI with 4 strong members and a root caller. You disrespected the tree, and the tree disrespects him.
The bird may have gone down, but he serves up the roast dinner for Movistar KOI there. Perfectly set up for BDS to be taken down, and that was it. Exactly what Movistar KOI needed. Rinse and repeat? Question mark. Is Ripchild going to be put down?
At least it narrows the gold gap, but also look what that fight did. 1k gold lead in top, 1k gold lead 80 carry. Strong members of KOI here, and 2.5k gold lead as the Herald tries to regain some of that, but Chains of Corruption just out of range. Alvaro again with a good engage. Root caller down as well as Irrelevant is now overheating, but the Cal happy to absorb with the redemption, healing him up. The auto attacks are weaving and flying, and the teleport is going to be dying as 113 is free target. Parus re-engages, but BDS are all over the place, and Jojo loves those odds. Nuke falling back, Supa falling in, seismic shove out, the turret helping out, Supa not dead,
so
but
low.
meanwhile Irrelevant is just trying to claw back, while Myrwn is sitting autoing here like he has all fight. Irrelevant if he runs in, I don't know about those odds. Well, I mean, he's having big fights. Look, 4k damage, and, you know, we talked a lot about this as Nuke might be caught out yet again here. Myrwn on top of him. The damage is going to be immense. He's dead. Myrwn's got a Quintus now, and he gets the base AD from experimental hex plate. He's dealing.
Moving to a completely different continent, trying to find your rhythm with the rest of the team, but definitely started to step up, and I think Arrow,
hit Supa, instant cleanse. Here comes the Weaver's Wall as well, while under turret 113 is getting chunked out again. These 80 carries will not stop. Alvaro flashes away from the depth charge, but even with the dredge line in, this is an Ivern. He's got shielding, he's got time, but he doesn't have a health bar. Irrelevant made short work of that as Nuke again. Seismic shove, Jojo gets over the wall. We're complimenting them, but BDS still have the will to live.
But Movistar KOI will continue to push. It's only Myrwn who's shown up now after getting that top lane turret. So mid lane, despite heroic efforts from Melbourne as well.
Not now, but there will be a way. Ed Sheeran copyright incoming.
Wait a sec.
They're going to do Atacum. They're going to chain this, and look at where BDS are on the map.
Yeah, Nuke does have the teleport, but they've had zero idea of what's been happening in this river this entire time. They try to push mid for the tower, but Supa covered, and now can they get in for the 50-50?
But Alvaro, he's free range right now, so he doesn't care. He'll walk into any bush, anytime, anywhere. True shot barrage, equalizer down, but it's still not imminent because the Weaver's wall over the wall makes it so in case there is not a shove back ascend in. Jojo ran into melee range. The arrow gets it, but again, he can just withdraw. Irrelevant will go golden. He's candy in front of the baby, and baby will take it. Alvaro doesn't even burn over the edge in the end as Myrwn becomes godlike. But level 10 Nautilus sees everyone moving out. The poke from 113 is trying to do the same thing as well. Not even sure this guy can survive, but Alvaro knows that. Root caller down, the Skarner hit hard, and look at this. Supa gets the kill, but you see it's not over yet. The arrow to fly out, the BDS and members down. Equalize not bad, but Supa is ripping through. Nukes the next target, easy as that. He's going to take the triple, but Myrwn will not extend that any further. This is Myrwn's kill now. He sets up for the auto. Jojo to take. And these 3 on-hit carries are living life to the fullest.
And immediately Jojo TPs the bot lane. You've got these massive waves that you can look to play through. We'll just rejoin on mid. And MKOI looking to end this game right here.
And in fashion as well, you have to say this game won. BDS's early game, there were some real brilliant moments, but once KOI snagged it, they held on to it, and now match of the week. The fish is still swimming, and they're still swimming real good to open up the series.
Jojo having a little bit of fun at the end of this one. The tower will fall. And save Myrwn! Save the KDA!
Deathless on the Varus top. He is now 6-1 on the champ in his career. That is a good win rate.
8-0 and 7 as well. Not exactly the worst.
Well, if you want to get the feel of Myrwn and other players, remember, you can watch LEC live in the right games arena. You just got to make sure to grab your tickets. The sales will start on the following day when you get into playoffs, 15th of April. Further into playoffs, the 22nd of April.